So we're back with some team makes. We've actually done a lot of sewing this month, and we thought we'd show off what we have made. We've also got an extra team member who's sneaking in to show off some of her makes too, because I think there were some overdue ones.
Yeah, you were saying, oh, we're doing our team makes. I'm like, no, but I haven't finished mine, or I haven't filmed it. So then today, Rosie said I could kindly join yours. So because I had enough to do a video on my own, I've got 4.
Oh wow!
So I thought maybe I'll just go in and do mine, and I'll go and change off camera whilst you guys talk about yours. Is that perfect?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
What do you need?
Yours. Okay, so this is the Whitley dress hack that I made to showcase the fabric, the Busy Blossom Navy. And this is a hack on Stitch School.
Yes, tutorial on Stitch School that you can buy.
Yeah, so it's basically, I've got a belt on, but if I take this off, it's actually annoying me because the little prongs won't stay in the right place. It keeps coming undone. But it's just elasticated. So, and I've made it, you won't see, but this is a maxi length because I'm all for the maxis at the moment. And then I also made, maybe Rosie can drop in a little photo to save one outfit change, a pussy bow blouse. And I did a little bit of a hack that's because I couldn't be bothered to do the cuff, which I'm all for those sorts of hacks. So this is, I didn't make the little opening, I also didn't cut that thread off, but I just made a channel by hemming it and then putting elastic in it. And it's a really, it's one, easier to get into in the morning, because you have to fiddle around with the little thing, but also just it's much quicker. So that I made in about 2 hours, so that makes it a lot easier to make. So those 2 are my Busy Blossom makes. I'll go off and change into yours.
Change into something more comfortable.
Shall I go?
You go ahead. Yeah. So I went for the lemons in the end, of course I did. I kind of already made my mind up. I love this fabric. It's amazing, and I've made the Farrah Jumpsuit in it. It's a stretch cotton, so really comfy. I've been like moving around like Farah a lot because it's super comfy, and I'm just very happy with all the pockets in the Farah. I'm just like, I love a pocket. I'm obsessed with pockets. I put them in everything. And in the Farah I've got one, I've got my purse, I've got my face covering, I've got, what do we have here? I've got a tape measure, because you always need one.
Like a magician,
right? And I've got some earphones here. So, I mean,
what more could you need?
You literally don't need anything else to leave the house. Very pleased with the pockets. And what can I say? It took me, I'd say it took me about a week. I mainly sew in the evenings. Yeah, I kind of stretched it out for a week. It's not difficult per se, there's just a lot of elements. So I took my time because I kind of focused on the bodice for a while and then left it for a bit and then went and did other things. But yeah, it is very much doable. It's a very good pattern, and it's amazing to wear. So
Can I point out as well your lovely top stitching?
It's so neat.
Thank you.
So
It couldn't be more perfect.
Amazing, thank you.
Quite a risk doing it.
Yeah, it
was.
was. So I didn't have enough navy thread, and I thought, oh, shall I wait and get some more thread, or shall I just go for it? And the yellow was exactly the yellow of the lemon, so I thought, why not?
Perfect.
And also, I'm wearing it because it's freezing today in the UK. I am wearing it with a thermal top underneath and tights. And it fits all of that. All the pockets, all the room for the layers. I'm happy. Very happy. So yeah, this is my Farrah jumpsuit.
Amazing. I love it.
I love it too.
I love it.
I don't think I could pull it off, but I wish I could.
You can pull off anything. You just have to go like, yeah, this is what I'm wearing.
Embrace it.
Do you have a problem with it? I don't. I love bright things, and I think you should wear what makes you happy. So try some lemons.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am in my Ava Skirt, which I made in a non-stretch in our charcoal denim. And it was a super quick make. It was like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours tops, just of an evening, which is exactly what I wanted. And the denim was so easy to work with as well. It was just really well behaved.
Yeah.
And I just made a straight size 8, and I took up quite a lot from the bottom. I took about 10 centimetres because I'm quite short. That's something that I normally have to do. And I didn't put the pockets in because I didn't want any bulk here, and also it made it a little bit
quicker to sew as well.
Nice. I can carry your stuff if you want.
Thank you. You've got pockets for everyone. And then I'm just wearing it with my Zadie blouse, which I made in Ava Skirt earlier this year.
And that's the one you've shortened. It used to be a dress.
Yes, it used to be a dress, and I really, really like the look of the dress, but I just, I don't know, I wear jeans quite a lot, I wear trousers quite a lot, and I just thought I would get more use out of it if it's a blouse.
You cycle as well.
And I cycle in, and that's not very practical in dress, so yeah, exactly. So I'm really happy with it shorter, and now I can wear it with my new Ava skirt.
Very nice.
Perfect. Cute.
Well, I have made. Oh, sorry. The wrap skirt from our Beginner's Guide to Sewing ebook. So this is in Autumn Blooms. I'm checking Fabric Master, yeah. And I really like it. So it's the longer length. It comes in this sort of midi length. So it's sort of halfway down my calf, if you can't see, or in knee length. It's really nice to sew something really, really easy. So it's a couple of hours, Sunday afternoon, really, really quick. Obviously great for beginners because there's no closures. It's just basically straight sewing, but also great if you do know a lot about sewing because it's really nice and easy and quick. And I can see myself wearing it in the summer as well, which is what I wanted. Something that will be nice and cozy with boots and tights and sort of roll necks and things like that, but also with nice little trainers in the summer.
Definitely.
And I also have another surprise make, which feels very weird doing this on camera. And it won't be indecent, I promise. But I made a second thing. I'm fully covered.
Just like magic.
Outfit number 2.
I love it.
This is a Bilberry T-shirt made into a dress. So I just lengthened the sleeves and slimmed them down a little bit, and took it to a kind of midi length again. I think I used the Molly or the Edie pattern to give me a bit of help of how the sort of skirt portion of it should fall. But yeah, I love it. I really like the neckline on the Bilberry. I like the high neck, and I've been dreaming, you know, when you're thinking of a pattern and you can't quite see it, you've not seen it anywhere, and I was like, this'll work. And I was so glad it did.
And the slit
Yeah,
from
the
the
slit
side
make
really make it.
Yeah.
It's such a good detail.
It's
So
also
stylish.
really useful
Love
for
it.
walking because
Yeah.
I might get stuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are my 2 makes for this month. And I'm really pleased.
Brilliant. You should be.
Love it.
Okay, so I have got on my Edie top, which was, if you remember guys, it was a long time ago, but I said I was going to try and make 3 tops. I made 2 out of the 3, and I went with things that I was gonna wear a lot. So I went with the Edie top, which is one of my favourites, and I made it out of a Roma ponte, but a lightweight Roma ponte. Of course now the fabric is sold out because it was a while ago, but we do have something very similar, which is this Roma ponte in the classic navy stripe that actually is
Such a good weight.
It's quite lightweight, this one. Yeah, it's
lovely
quite
though.
soft, so that would be very good for making this top. I've got one more, so I'm going to shimmy out.
She'll be back.
So I made a couple of things, one of which I'm not showcasing because it is a pair of pyjama trousers, and I felt that might be one step too far. So I've taken this lovely floral print that we've had in stock and turned that into some yummy PJs. Might even wear these at Christmas. Bit of a loud jumper going on, I'm thinking could work quite well. And then similar to what Lisa's done, I also made an Edie top. So Rosie was talking about it in the last video, possibly making this really fine narrow stripe into an Edie, which is exactly what I did. I shortened the sleeves slightly because I know going into winter in the UK, I tend to find you get that bunching up if you've got a 3/4 sleeve. So I chopped them off here so they'll sit just before, you know, working at a desk. I've got my arms bent quite a lot, so that worked quite well. And I brought the neckline in slightly, so I've hacked it a bit here because I tend to find they go a bit wide on me. I'm probably quite short across here. So I just brought that neckline in slightly, again, thinking I'll wear it a lot in the winter. So just kind of making it suitable for our UK weather.
So nice. And you've got a lovely chevron effect here.
And some very neat
all
top
the
stitching.
All the
Well, thank you
stripes
very
are
much.
going in
Well, thank you very
at like
much.
a nungle.
And this
Very
fabric
nice.
is still in stock. So this is the super narrow cotton jersey that we've got in. So it's a rib fabric, but it's got a lovely weight to it, so it's brilliant. If you're in the world where it's going to a colder climate right now, this is lovely because it's just a really lovely weight and was beautiful to sew with. Just being that little bit heavier meant it stayed really nice and stable on the machine.
Nice.
We've got it in red and black as well, I think.
Yes, I think this
the
is
navy.
That looks like the black. I'm in the navy and
I
that's
see.
the red.
Going
I've
for
got my
navy.
eye on the red as well, so that could be quite good.
And it's really narrow, but you cut it,
Just cut it open,
down the
yeah.
side and cut it open, and then
Exactly.
And you use about twice the amount.
Yeah, roughly depending on how
On what
on the pattern
pattern is.
pieces. I'm going to jump out again so that Lisa can jump back in.
Staying in the stripe theme.
Yes.
This is a molly top. A little bit tight, I think. But anyway, I've also realised I forgot to hem it, but on the sleeves. But anyway,
Jersey.
I did hem the bottom, but I tucked it in because I thought it'd be nice for you to see it with the ultimate jeans. So these were knocking around in the office, so I could put them on to show you how it's a winning combo, stripes and jeans. So yeah, those are all the makes that I did. This is also now out of stock, but we have got other stripy fabrics. And I should say, actually, this stripe was a bit off, which is random. It occasionally happens, so the stripe wasn't perpendicular to the selvage. So when that happens, if that happens to you and it's a jersey, what you need to do is ignore the selvage. Feels awful saying that. But, and then I actually just cut it out on the single. So I had to do, because the pattern has got a fold line, so you've only got half of it. You basically lay the fabric out in the single, you line it up, so thinking about the lines of the stripes, making sure they're in sort of going along across horizontally in the right way, and then you just flip it. So you kind of cut it out around that side and then flip it and then cut it out around that side. Or probably sensible people trace it out, do they?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
I haven't done that ever.
What a surprise! I was going to say, what a surprise! I cut corners, I don't do that. I bet you would trace it. Yeah.
Oh no, I'd flip. I would
You
flip.
flip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, anyway, that's yeah. But that means that don't feel like you can't use the jersey if it's like that, because you can. It just takes a bit longer to cut it out. Proper teammates. Hope you liked it, guys. Yeah, this was a lot of fun. Hopefully I can come again to a teammate.
Yeah, we think you did all right.
Yeah, you made enough to be allowed.
Yeah, thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up.
Yes.
If you like the video, and make sure you subscribe, which is up there or down there or somewhere like that, so that you know when our next team video is coming.
We've got plans.
Bye.